Hello, I'm Mr. Hartgrave, and I'm addicted to Marvel Strike Force. And in this episode of Addicted to Marvel Strike Force, we have a massive amount of blogs to go through. We're going to be doing some Cosmic Crucible, and we might even address that little tier list that we like to look at every once so often, because some major changes have happened in Marvel Strike Force, and more major changes are coming. So let's get into it right away and start talking about these blogs now. There were numerous blogs dropped this week, so many that this is definitely going to pad out the runtime of this video, which is a good thing. So make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about all these blogs. The first most massive blog is going to be extra information, a sneak preview of Battleworld, which is how you're going to unlock Null, a character that people have wanted. Sure, I've wanted. I mean, to be honest with you, I think the design of Null is cool. Of course, I like Null. However, I've actually never read a comic with Null in it. I have no idea who the character is, other than that he's a symbiote king of some kind. So I just want to be honest with you all. I'm not a big Null expert, even though I look like I might be. I'm not. It's after my time as a comic book fan. So I think a lot of people out there are fronting on Null. I think they're like, oh, Null's so great, I want Null in the game. Has never read a Null comic. Has no idea who Null is. I just don't want to be that guy. All right, that out of the way. Battleworld is also something I don't know a whole lot about. And I don't think there's a whole lot to tell you. It is supposed to be, it's kind of like raids. It's PvE. It's not player versus player. It's player versus enemy. And there's so much that we don't know about Battleworld. And I think ultimately they're trying to make it out to be a lot more than it actually is going to be. I'll be actually surprised if this is a in-depth gameplay experience. I feel like this is going to be another case of non-content, but maybe that's just me being a pessimist. Maybe that's me being a realist. I don't really know. They say it's a big twist that you can only use each character only once per day. So I guess kind of like a tower that you play with your whole alliance. That actually sounds horrible. Like, the more I think about coordinating with my alliance to beat some really tough player versus enemy content, the more I don't want to coordinate with my alliance to beat a bunch of tough player versus enemy content, because that means like coaching 23 other people on what to do, or let's put the shoe on the other foot, being coached to do it properly if I have, I don't have the time to figure it out or whatever, right? I could have somebody else telling me, hey, you're screwing this up for 23 of the rest of us. Please stop doing whatever you're doing. I mean, that's going to happen too. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it's going to require teamwork and coordination with your alliance, which honestly, at this point in the game, I don't know if anybody's enthusiastic to do that. There's very few alliances, I feel, that are really wanting to talk to each other a whole lot. So now when they first proposed this, when I was in the Envoy program, when I was in California last year, that's when they started talking about this a little year ago. They were saying that only like 9 members of the alliance would interact with it on a daily basis. And that sounded like real horse crap to me. Because it's either one thing or the other. Either it's going to be all 23 people interacting with this every day, or what? A good deal of the alliance doesn't interact with it on a daily basis. I mean, they were trying to pitch this as like a selling point, like, well, a lot of people don't want to play the game every day, so it'll be a good thing that only 9 people in your alliance can ever, mess with it in a given day. Now, I don't know if they changed their mind on that. I don't know how many players are going to need to interact with this on a daily basis, but I know I pushed back and I said, hey, what if I want to play Battleworld and 9 people have already rushed in here, have already Leroy Jenkins this thing, right? The 9 dumbest guys in your alliance wake up early, hit this thing, and screw it all up. That kind of sounds like it sucks. That kind of sounds like a fail. And I don't know if they're preventing that or if there's a way around that. I guess what I would prefer is that maybe it be like a tower mode, and it doesn't matter how many people go in and screw up. It could be cleared by one person. That kind of thing. Like, hey, if your dipshit alliance mates go in and screw everything up, at least you can go in and fix that, and you don't need to rely on them to do things. Maybe like each person's individual score, like all 24 people can interact with it, and then it takes the best 9 scores. Something like that would be really cool, or less frustrating. And then, yeah, if you suck, you could find out like, hey, every day, like my scores never get picked, so I don't need to actually participate in this. Which is maybe what it is, but nobody knows. All right, they're not being clear about that, but it's not going to launch until like 3 weeks from now, and they're putting out more information every week. So I don't know. It doesn't really pay off to get too invested in this right now. They're trying to tell us up front you're going to need Hive Mind, Extreme, X-Men, Spider Society, and Alpha Flight. However, I wouldn't build any of that. Don't build any of that shit right now. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't invest any resources into anything until this thing is live. And if you want even more information on this, I believe there's a whole Battleworld section right on the website now. I'm trying to find it. I should have pulled it up ahead of time, but that's me being a lazy content creator. That's my bad. Yeah, right here, Battleworld. Okay. So on the website, there's a little more information. There's some pictures here we can kind of have a look at real quick. But some of these pictures are old. Some of them are outdated. Some of them are misleading. So I don't want to get into it, too much here. Here's a look at Null in game, supposedly. His abilities. I like how you can actually see his abilities and his cooldowns. That's actually kind of cool. I wish we had that for like every character, every enemy in the game, not just Null. Here's an idea of the rewards. I'm curious what this is. This might be the currency to like get Null or his abilities empowered. I don't know. Originally, a year ago, they were going to tie Battleworld to a new progression mechanic like Isotope 8 or Stark Tech or something of that nature. Or diamonds. I think they've since decided to scrap that idea, and I think now it's just going to be tied to purple Isotope 8. I think Battleworld, I think that maybe they simplified it and said, hey, instead of making another progression system, why don't we just add on top of Isotope 8 and make purple Isotope 8, right? Which honestly makes a lot more sense than a whole new progression system, and probably piss people off less than a whole new brand new progression system. Over here, we got some more pictures. This is what it's going to look like as you go in. And I think that these tags are temporary, and then it also hints at a brand new team, an Astral team. Furthermore, I've heard it rumored that we're going to get reworks for Moon Dragon and Doctor Strange are going to be on a new Astral team. But it also says Pegasus here, and I can't really believe that they're going to require Pegasus. So this could be a placeholder. This could be bullshit. This might be those traits that we talked about earlier, Extreme X-Men, Hive Mind. So I wouldn't get too, attached to those ideas. And then this is kind of where it shows 8 people. I don't know if this is like 8 individuals here. 8 individuals who can each use 30 members of their roster on any given mission a day. I don't know, man. It sounds weird. I'm really curious how this is going to work out and how this is going to, if I'm going to be able to play it, honestly, I'm pretty fast. I stay up until midnight every night, and I wake up early in the morning and open the game. So I'll probably be able to do as much Battleworld as I want to do always, and it'll probably be other members of my alliance who won't be able to do this. It also says down here that your added characters are 10. I believe one of the people in my alliance leader, did some breakdown on this. And he says that if everybody adds 10 members to each team, it equals like 240 or 24 basically. So this breaks down where everybody in your alliance adds 10 characters. I think this is the passive mode though. So like you take 10 of your characters passively and put them in here that you can't use to play the active content. I don't know. It's weird. It'll all become apparent as soon as this thing is launched. So we can speculate on this all day. But ultimately, I don't have high hopes for this being an engaging gameplay experience, just because historically, how many of those do we actually have? What's the last engaging, gameplay experience we have? Tower, right? And it runs infrequently, and it kind of gets old and sucks. Scourges were great until they just changed them into unlock methods and made them suck. So I guess Battleworld will probably be pretty fun for the first couple of months, and they'll change it into some kind of bullshit unlock method, and then it'll suck, is just my guess. All right, next up, they revealed that we will be getting Zombie Scarlet Witch in the game. And we get some reworks to the current zombie characters as well. However, it's still a war team. It's a war offense-focused team. Will it, matter in Cosmic Crucible? It never really has in the past. The speed's always been an issue. It's been a very fringe use team. Would I suggest, wailing out for Zombie Scarlet Witch? I mean, probably not. I hope they don't make her unlock method as bad as Captain Britain's. That was some serious bullshit. We'll have some news about Captain Britain coming up in a moment as well. But first, I want to touch on the new Cosmic Crucible season rules and war rules. Those are going to launch. I'm going to get more into this as next week when the rules are actually in game. But there's going to be a focus on Night Stalkers and Undying characters. I don't think you're going to get a whole lot out of Undying characters. However, Night Stalkers are definitely going to be important in the upcoming Cosmic Crucible season because they're already important in the current season. Their damage has been severely boosted, and we saw that last week when I got tore apart by a random Agatha and Moon Knight in Crucible, which I figured out since. We should have some good, solid Mr. Hartgrave winning Cosmic Crucible footage in this video. But yeah, all the new room rules are available. If you want to preview them, they're in there. And then war rules are going to start after that with an emphasis on Night Stalkers as well. And they almost make Medbay worth a shit. So now on turn, defending allies clear bleed and gain offense up. Medbay's almost worth something again, guys. It's wild, right? I've been telling people ever since they made this change over to these war seasons that they nerfed Medbay so hard there's no reason to even hit it right now. 2 regeneration, who cares? But okay, being able to clear bleed and gain offense up is pretty good. So now with these new war rules, Medbay might actually have some value to dropping. And that brings us to this week's blog. There's not much to talk about in here, but what there is to talk about is kind of important. And people are going to be asking questions about it. And no, I'm not talking about Man-Thing. We're not going to unlock him for a month as free-to-play players. I like the idea of this new squad roster tab. This might actually inspire me to put together a new safe to build video, a new beginner's guide. I haven't done that in a very long time. But if this feature is good enough, it might make that easier for me to manage and do. Or maybe at least a video on criticizing this feature or, letting you know if it's good or bad or whatever. But it should basically kind of make its own safe to build guide, basically, telling you which characters in the game are the best. And then that would be great. That's something this game should have. All right, here's the big news. Captain Britain is going to be farmable with candy. So hopefully you took my advice. You spent 400,000 candy the first time we had a candy event, 400,000 candy the second time, and then you've been hoarding. I'm sitting on about 500,000 candy because Captain Britain shards will be available to buy with candy in the candy store. Now, once again, we're going to have an event that you're going to get extra points if you spend 400,000 candy during the event duration. So make sure you're able to do that and probably buy Captain Britain shards now. Captain Britain shards are probably the only thing to buy in the candy store, I think. I don't know. I've just been buying the Oath orbs. I got 2 diamonds on Oath. I'm pretty happy there. I can buy the 3rd diamond, that day, months and months from now when I finally have 7 red stars on her. Right now, I'm going to try to get another star on Captain Britain. If you haven't unlocked Captain Britain, it's probably a good thing to do. There's probably going to be some content that kind of requires Captain Britain, a tower or something, a scourge. some kind of event or something where if you have Captain Britain, you're going to get some extra value out of him. So take this opportunity and unlock Captain Britain. However, I almost kind of assume it's going to take weeks to unlock Captain Britain via the candy store. It's probably going to be very expensive for a very small amount of shards. It's probably going to take a free-to-play player a very long time to unlock him this way. If you unlocked him last time around for money, like I'm looking at needing 80 shards to move him up a star. I guess if he was 100 shards to unlock, I'll probably be able to put one more star on him, but that's about it. That's all I would assume you're going to be able to do. But hey, I guess it's better than a zombie unlock, which literally they were unfarmable for a year after, like Zombie Iron Man was released. So I guess this is good. We'll see how good. Maybe I'll put out a video on how to spend your candy in the store once he drops and give you an updated opinion of that once we know the prices. Stay tuned for that. And they're going to make some updates to the Strike Pass, but I think only if you buy it. Maybe they'll put some purple Isotope 8 on there. I don't know. I don't even need anything anymore. No resources are even important. We have an event coming up for spending Isotope 8 energy and that event energy as well. And you get extra points on here for doing war attacks with various squads. There's various squads here. Let me open this up and give you a breakdown on this. Mercs for money, out of time, and superior 6. And what you need if you want to max this out, if you want to get the maximum amount of points on this, over the course of 3 wars, you need to make an attack with 3 members of Mercs for money, 3 members of out of time, and 3 members of superior 6 at tier 19. So I went ahead and I took up Dakin to tier 19. I have Old Man Logan at tier 19. And then I did, and then I also have Deathpool at tier 19. So I have 3 members of Mercs for money at tier 19. I'm going to make 3 war attacks with them, and that's going to max that out at 10,000 points. You got to have them at gear tier 19. For out of time, I have Black Knight. I took Cosmic Ghost Rider, and I took Captain America up to tier 19. This is kind of useless, but if you want these points, if you want to max out this event, this is what you'll need to do. And then superior 6 to gear tier 19, I already had this. I already had, and it's got to be superior 6, not sinister 6. So Green Goblin, classic Green Goblin, and then I had Craven. And then I also have Lizard. However, I don't normally use Lizard in war. I like to use Mysterio and Vulture. So I'm going to take Lizard and put them on Gamma to make an easy attack with. Lizard's a pretty good war character, by the way. If you're looking for a plug and play character for a war squad, and you're not using him with your Sinister 6, then you can plug Lizard into a lot of different teams. They're a very good gear tier 19 character. If you don't want to do this, I fully understand. But you will be missing out on, a pretty decent amount of points. However, there is no leaderboard this time around, so it doesn't really matter. I would say, go decently hard on this. Get the event item. Maybe push for the extra 25 shards of Nimrod. There's an extra 40 shards of Nimrod on on 2 milestones past the monthly item. Usually it's easy enough to get the first milestone past the monthly item. To get 2 is pretty hard, but maybe if you have all those tier 19 characters, I'm thinking maybe I'll get an extra 40 Nimrod shards. I still haven't even unlocked Omega Sentinel. I don't even know why I care about this crap anymore. And then you'll get more points if you spend 400,000 candy in the candy store. So make sure you do that. Buy your Captain Britain. Enjoy the rest of this video and keep digging. Okay, let's play some Marvel Strike Force. My first question was, what is the Isotope 8 class that I'm using on the reworks for Night Stalkers? And I honestly don't know if I've thought about this yet. Let me see. Where are my Night Stalkers? Here are my Night Stalkers. And it looks like I locked in Skirmisher for both. Oh, yeah, Skirmisher. Why Skirmisher? Because of Blade. I think everybody's going to be skirmisher, right? Or no, wait, is Blade skirmisher and then everybody's striker? It's because of his passive. On self or ally crit on the following ally turn. I haven't thought about this yet. I'm thinking about this now for the first time. I have no idea. Um, on self or ally crit on the following ally turn, gain assist now. So I guess you want everyone to be Raider, right? Assuming you're going to unlock this. You just want everyone to be Raider. I think that's the move. Because you're only going to get assist now if somebody does a crit. On self or ally crit on the following ally turn, gain assist now. And that's for Blade. So if you want Blade to constantly be assisting, you want to have everyone as a Raider, is the idea. I think that's where you want to go. And Agatha as Raider. Does that make sense? Attack all enemies for piercing. Damage, apply stun. Like, I like the extra focus. But she's going to gain extra focus for each mystic enemy. So she might get some extra focus anyway for that. Is there any other way that she plays into Raider? Well, that hits everybody. So that's a big area attack. This is a single target attack. I mean, I do like her as a skirmisher, but I want those extra assists. And you know what? She hits like a truck now. So having her be Raider, you know, there's like some benefit to that. There's benefit to having her as a striker. But I think maybe Raider. I'll definitely experiment with the team as all Raiders to play into that empowered Blade passive that I don't even have yet. So, you know, there's that. Now, how about Moon Knight as a Raider? He's going to come in. He's going to hit everybody. It's a big area effect. It's unavoidable. It's still blockable, though. I usually look for unblockable when I pick my Raiders. Nothing that he does is on. This does have extra crit chance. 100% crit chance on any target that has negative. He's already critting on this. So you'll get extra crit damage off of that. He's got a guaranteed crit on his special. Does he get anything else from crits? I don't see anything else from crits. But you know what? I don't have any strong reason to make him a striker. The other thing is, yeah, I guess if you make Blade your skirmisher, it's not going to help. Everybody would have to be a critting like you don't have like strikers that like do a whole bunch of critical attacks. I don't know. Like I said, I think for the moment I'll toy with the idea of making everybody Raider. There's no real cost associated with this anymore. So until you go up to purple, you can kind of play around and do whatever you want. I'm pretty happy messing around like that for now. Let's see how we're going to do. What are we going to do? I like using Masters of Evil on 1. I'm really inclined to use Masters of Evil on 1. Does he not even have Old Man Logan out here? No Old Man Logan. You heard it. You heard it. There's no Old Man Logan to deal with. I'm going to go with Masters of Evil on 1. I like Masters of Evil on 1. Let's go with that. And everyone is a striker. Yeah, this is just a really great team in 1. And that's going to just get rid of this Super Skrull. Super Skrull just sucks on defense. I don't know why you would put him on defense. I'm not a fan of Super Skrull on defense. I mean, I'm a fan of someone else using Super Skrull on defense. Makes it easy for me. Gives me an easy win. I don't think there's any risk in this. What am I going to do? Ability block Super Skrull over here or ability block I'm just going to kill Void Knight. Void Knight doesn't really stand a chance. Maybe that Super Scroll survives, but probably not. Like, he probably just dies right here, right? Now he's gone. There's no more Super Scroll. It's that easy, everybody. And then we'll go into Void Knight, because he's going to go next, except he's probably going to die too, because this team's just nuts. This team's too good. And then we'll go for Red Goblin. But this is probably going to kill everybody. This is a really easy attack. I'd kind of like all my Cosmic Crucible attacks to be this easy. Is that even possible? See, that's how it should be. That's how all 6 rooms should be, in my opinion. That's as much as I want to play Marvel Strike Force right now. That's perfect. I built my team, I annihilated the other team, and I can move on with my life. All right, we got a Mephisto here. We got a Mephisto there. We've got Annihilators here. We've got a Black Knight, Extreme X-Men. Okay, where am I going to use Old Man Logan, New Warriors? I've got an Old Man Logan, New Warriors situation. This is my new thing to do. God, do I dare try this again? I lost this attack last week, and it devastated me. I just tried New Warriors, straight New Warriors on Darkhold with Moon Knight, and I lost last week. But I don't know. That might have been really different had I used Old Man Logan. Had I used Old Man Logan last week, because my new thing is to use New Warriors with Old Man Logan instead of Dagger. And I found that this is a better team than Mercs for Money in Cosmic Crucible on offense. In theory, this should work. I don't know if the room is going to mess me up. I think it's fine. What I don't like is the lack of ability block on Doom. There might be a better team to use on this. Doesn't New Warriors just rip apart Alpha Flight? The only problem with Alpha Flight is that they got Dormammu in here. They absolutely have Dormammu in here. And that's a good point, chat. Morgan Le Fay does have a 50% chance to stop assist. So maybe that's not the best room for that. I don't know. Yeah, you keep Gamma out of this. I think the problem with my chat is that sometimes they don't want to use the teams that I use, and the teams that I use are very effective. All right, what can permanently kill in here? Because that's what I got. I could throw Illuminati at this to get around that. I've got this Orcus situation over here. I think I want to throw more. I think the thing I can do... All right, I'm going to free up Mephisto. I'm going to come back over here, and we're going to go with Secret Defenders, and Mephisto's too much. But Secret Defenders are fine. I think I just moved back in Hard Light. Move back in Hard Light. Do this, and I think we're good. I think we've entirely countered this room this way, but we'll find out. I think that's the way to go and free up Mephisto, and then we're going to use Mephisto somewhere else, probably on Mephisto. I put my Alpha Flight on defense. I don't know if that's a good move or not, but I put my Alpha Flight on defense. Where do I want these vulnerables? I think I want the vulnerables over here on Morgan Le Fay. Not that it really matters. I think that we have this pretty much hard countered. I'm going to slow down. I'll slow down the right-hand side. And we are going to stun Morgan Le Fay. Even though I should probably be taking more care with Agatha. Boom. No, that just missed. I don't even know why that missed. Does that make any sense to anyone else why that missed like that? And then that's ability block out Doom. Let's prevent that from going down right now. Because like a Robbie passive might trigger him, quite honestly. And then we can stun Wong. And then this team's pretty much done. We're pretty much done with this. It's kind of over. Barring anything too crazy. Yeah, this would have triggered Doom. We would have triggered Doom like ages ago. Now he's just dead, so that's cool. Let's slow down Agatha. You think Morgan Le Fay's gonna... Morgan Le Fay died? I was just about to say, will Morgan Le Fay die to that bleed? And then Morgan Le Fay died to that bleed. So, not a problem. I don't think Moon Knight's even gonna get a turn. Oh, he dodged. Good for you, Moon Knight. I think he's got enough bleeds on him where he's just gonna pass out. Agatha's ability blocked. Yeah, Moon Knight's too slow. Stop putting him on defense, guys. He sucks. So this was an easy dub. Yeah, I think New Warriors would have struggled. I think it's good I did this instead. Forget it. Over, easy, done. Out. We like Illuminati on Annihilators. That's probably a good way to go. I think I've used Illuminati on Annihilators like a lot. Does Ares mess them up? Prevent them from getting Safeguard? But they get Safeguard later. They don't spawn with it, right? So I think it's okay. All right, what are we going to do now? Hey, maybe this is the thing to do with Ares. I put Odin with mine. I could put Ares on here with Ultimus. Like instead of Ultimus, put Ares and Odin on here. That might be something. I don't really know though. I don't think it's going to matter. So chat likes Illuminati here. I can't say that I don't like Illuminati here. I like Illuminati there. It sounds pretty good. All right, let's go for it. I've got to figure out what to do with Superior 6, Sinister 6. That's either going to be Alpha Flight or the X-Men team. I don't know which. So we get a little stuck on Gladiator here, but I think it's okay. And now we get Safeguard. So we get Safeguard after the fact, so Ares doesn't really even matter. He's kind of irrelevant. I've got to get that immunity going. So now I've got immunity and Safeguard. The only problem is, like, they can get rid of your immunity and Safeguard. Like, once you trigger Thanos, he's going to pull all that off. Which sucks. And it's kind of hard to not trigger him when he's sitting right there. I'm trying to not trigger him, but it's pretty difficult, actually. This isn't the best. This matchup just is... And then he kills your Captain Britain. You see, why did you... chat, damn it. Don't talk to me ever again. I don't know, man. It's just... It's not the best. They do kind of... do a lot of the things they need to do to counter the team. I mean... They're you know, Illuminati's also a really good team, so I think it's okay. But that whole thing where they just kill your Captain Britain is arguably bad. And this whole thing where Thanos pushes your shit up is also bad. I mean, at least I can stun Thanos over here. At least he's done now, and we can ramp back up. And then we hit with... yeah, it doesn't matter if you have a 3-diamond Captain Britain, right? People with 3-diamond Captain Britain should stop telling me what to do with my Illuminati. that does not contain a 3 diamond Captain Britain, please. I have a different Illuminati than you do. But I'm still going to win, so it's okay. But yes, this is a different team than the version with 3 red star Captain Britain, believe it or not, is different than a 3 diamond Captain Britain. Believe it or not. I don't know. It's a little crazy to think, but it is different. Thankfully, it's okay. Thankfully, Illuminati is just that good. Yeah, it works fine, but I mean that's a full tier 19 team as well. Like that was a dicey situation. Look, it wasn't yeah, he's got 3 diamonds on his ultimates too. He just totally clapped me. Oh my god. What are we going to do with these Annihilator teams when they all get to be 3 diamond? They're going to be sick. We need a new ultimate Cosmic Crucible team, and I don't know if it's Illuminati. All right, where are we going now? I gotta throw Superior 6. Okay, guys. Here's the question. Here's my simple question for chat. Chat, I'm going to make it real easy for you. I'm going to try. Okay, I got 2 teams. 2 teams. Right? Or do I have more teams? I have 1, 2. I have 3 teams. But really, I have 2 teams. I'm going to take a mega team and throw it at that Mephisto. Right? So I have New Warriors with Old Man Logan, and I have Sinister 6. I have 2 potential targets. Who gets Old Man Logan and New Warriors, and who gets Sinister 6? I'm almost thinking, I know Old Man Logan versus Black Knight is kind of a thought, right? I can Old Man Logan on Black Knight. However, Sinister 6 doesn't permanently kill anything. I'd have to go through Dormammu twice. Yeah, Sinister 6 on 4 sounds... It's only a 6 red Black Knight for some reason. For some reason, this guy hasn't put 7 red on Black Knight or diamonds on Black Knight. So it is a smaller Extreme X-Men than I would normally see. I'm a little worried about Sinister 6 on a Black Knight. Like he might kind of rip them up. But he's a little smaller than usual too. Kraven does have permakill on his ultimate if you get there, but they're probably... I don't think we're even going to get there. I don't know. Maybe it is better. Oh, Spider Slayer also has permanent kill, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Black Cat's already been used, chat. We've already used Black Cat. She does still revive, though. All right, so New Warriors with Old Man Logan on 4. I just worry that New Warriors isn't going to do enough. Yeah, we got another problem here. All right, there's a lot of diamonds. We have diamonds on Gambit, Nightcrawler, and Forge, and we have diamonds on Sasquatch, Sunfire, Guardian, and Northstar. It's a weak Dormammu. Room 5 is weaker. All right, do either of these play into the room rules? If character has stealth, on dodge gains stealth. My new warriors will probably gain stealth over here. I could also throw Dakin into this. I could go with mercs for money over here, or something of that nature, because it has that stealth bonus. Dakin kind of goes a little nuts when he has stealth, right? This might actually be a good room for Dakin. And over here, it's heroes. Heroes gain deflect. So using Sinister 6 over here isn't going to help me because I won't get deflect. But it doesn't really matter. This room is kind of nothing. So I don't think it's going to matter. Whereas this room, yeah, it might be better to move in some mercs for money on here. I like this team. This new Warriors with Old Man Logan. But if your target is this room, it might work out a little better to have mercs for money in here. Should I just do pure mercs for money? Will this do it? Are there any characters I should substitute out? Anybody that has stealth? Like if I had Spider-Man Noir, I could throw him in. Deathpool is pretty useless. So I could get rid of Deathpool, and I don't know. She won't get to 5 charges. No, she won't. She will, kill extra people if I get a kill. And she will trigger an assist with Old Man Logan. I mainly would like to give more people stealth. Ares will strip. Hey, Ares. You don't say, guys. We're going to use Ares? Okay, that's kind of fun. So he'll stop the safeguard. Because they will have some safeguard, right? And now they won't. Well, that's kind of a wild team, isn't it? So mercs for money with... I feel like Deadpool is kind of useless too. I do have the Awakened passive on Ares. That's what the Awakened passive on Ares does. Anything else that could be done here to ensure victory? I feel like Lady Deathstrike would be better than Deadpool. Am I wrong? Sometimes Black Knight... I know Deadpool will get revive. And then he does trigger Old Man Logan. So is this the team chat? Is this what you're going to recommend? Is this what we're going with, guys? We don't want to make any substitutions. This is it. It's a pretty good team. I just don't know about Deadpool. I don't think he's adding a lot to this. Other than the fact that you can't kill him. I mean, that's a pretty good fact that you can't kill him. I don't see anything else that would be better. At least I don't think so. He does have a stun. All right. Let's go. Enough debating it. I think the Ares coming in here and removing the safeguard makes me pretty happy. And Ares has ability block and stun as well. I'm just worried about Black Knight taking a turn and getting safeguard and screwing me. Which he is kind of, he kind of does that. Oh, yeah, you see, it's this Nightcrawler thing. It slows me down. And they're just killing Old Man Logan. You see, guys, damn it. Damn it. You see, this went wrong. We didn't consider some things here. Do you understand? Like, all right, does anyone... What can we do to make that not happen? I'm going to redo this attack. Okay, that sucked. That's bad luck. I don't like luck. We should have saw that coming. Chat, that was us. That's our bad. That's not bad luck. That's us being dumb. We were just stupid together. We pooled our collective intelligence, and that's the best we came up with, okay? That's us being dumb. That's an L on this room. This whole room just took an L. Why? Because we put Deathpool in here, or Deadpool. Bringing Ares, smart. Bringing Deadpool, dumb. Okay? Bring in, like, Emma or something, right? Bad luck. Get out of here with bad luck. I don't want to hear your bad luck. That's dumb. We were dumb. Yeah, we were too slow. We were dumb. We did a stupid thing. All right, I'm quitting. Like, the whole game. Like, I'm done. Like, that's it. We're going to go play Crushers. I don't know. How would we not see that coming? How did we all sit here and agree as a collective hive mind to do that? All right, I'm going to go... Here, can I just... All right, you know what? Let's try this instead. Let's just try the other thing. Let's just throw Sinister Six at it and see what happens there. Let's just do this now. I hope you all download Crushers. I need you all to download Crushers for me now. Okay? Please, use the link. Download Crushers. We're going to go play that. You're going to make it up to me. That was miserable. I don't know what you're thinking. Hopefully this will go better. And then we can just go... We can see if switching the targets would have prevented that utter disappointment and failure. I'm curious now. I want to learn something from this. And I hope you can all learn as well. All right, Lizard's coming through. You see, I just don't like getting hit by Black Knight so much. That's not fun to get hit by Black Knight. Like, if the Black Knight was bigger, I'd definitely be doomed. He's not, though, so I might be okay. Oof. Every time Black Knight counterattacks, it's just huge. He's almost killed my Vulture. Okay, Vulture's dead. This isn't great. Now Black Knight has Safeguard. Yeah, I don't know if this was right. Okay, I can... I guess I'll slow down Black Knight. Am I getting it painted into a corner this easily? Chat, this is unacceptable, guys. I'm going to stop playing Cosmic Crucible online if we can't do better than this, because this week and last week, miserable. All right, I'm telling you. You guys depress me so much with this. Puts me in a bad mood for the rest of the day. It really does. All right, here we go. Craven came through. Are we just barely going to lose, or are we going to suffer a crushing defeat to Gambit? Can we at least get, like, a couple of them dead so we can clean this up? Okay. Dr. Octopus. Is Forge going to die to bleeds? Ah, good lord, we're being picked apart by that Gambit. We did kill Nightcrawler, so we can probably come in here with, like, new warriors and just clean this up, I guess. Or something. We can probably come in here with a lot of things and win this. It wasn't good. I'm happy to know that this isn't good either. It wasn't like, oh, just come in here with Sinister Six and just win. Like, I knew it would be dicey. And it's definitely dicey. And in fact, it is going to be a loss. We will have to clean that room up. So at least I confirmed that. Like, that was going to suck. nothing good was going to happen there. And Mercs for Money let me down, as it often does. No, I'm mad now, chat. I'm not. No, I'm upset. I'm literally upset. Like, I come out here every week. I expect you guys to be here to help me. And every week, my chat leads me down the long road and sells me out. Okay? You cost me a Cosmic Crucible match, one loss every week, guaranteed. And I'm getting a little tired of it. I'm going to use this team, okay? Because every time I use Mercs for Money, it fails horribly. So I'm going to use this new team over here. We're going to see if this is going to work. My new defense is just Odin, by the way. I just have Odin on defense. That's it. I just put Odin down. I get a win. You can leave all your rooms blank. All your rooms blank, and one Odin will do it. You literally don't need anything else. Odin's the only character that's important in this game. I still might win because I have an Odin. I don't know. Maybe. See, that's where I'd like to have 3 diamonds on... I'd like to have 3 diamonds on Firestar. The only thing I don't like about this team is I won't have, like, permanent kill. That's the only thing I don't like about this team. But I did kill Dormammu. So that's pretty great. And I bet I'll just kill everybody twice. Like, I think Old Man Logan's going to do this. Alpha Flight's not a great defensive team. I mean, who knows? When I take a loss, then I'll have to change my mind about that. But for right now, they're doing pretty great. All right, here comes in Old Man Logan. The Old Man Logan ultimate solves all problems. That was pretty good. I'm glad that ability block kind of stuck to Guardian. No, it didn't. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I've gone crazy. Okay, I've got... I don't know what's best to do. I'm going to kill Sasquatch permanently. Not that I needed to, but I just did. Because everybody else has just grouped up so nicely over here that they're just going to die very easily. Yeah, this is great. So this was definitely the right move over here. There was no problem with this, ever. This was never a cause for concern. So that, chat, just to let you know, without hesitation, you could have said, do that Old Man Logan New Warriors right there on that team. Because Alpha Flight sucks. You could have said that. You could have said, you know what? Use that Alpha Flight Old Man Logan on 5. And then put some extra on 4. You know, don't rely upon Superior 6. Where was I supposed to use Superior 6? I mean, I was probably supposed to use Superior 6 on 6. Though I don't know what I would have done with Secret. I had a kind of a problem. I kind of had a problem here. What I've usually been using Superior 6 on is Spider Society. And I'm really surprised I don't see a Spider Society. Normally, there's a Spider Society on the board. And I just throw Superior 6 at that and it wins. And it makes my life very easy. This defense did not make my life easy. At all. It made my life very hard and I don't like it. Alright, so we're going to go in here with something approaching this. Get Dr. Doom out of here. What else can I put in here? I could put Kestrel in here. Just to stop. The Kestrel will stop the Sentinels, right? Chat, you can tell me that, right? Kestrel will stop the Sentinels. Mephisto doesn't like screw that up or anything. I think I do need to go in this heavy. I think I have to go in pretty strong. This should be a win. This shouldn't be a problem, is my thought. And I've got 2 heroes, 2 villains. You know what, Chad? I've already lost. It doesn't matter. Look, I've already given up. I've entirely given up. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, she does stop the summons, by the way. There you go. No reading required. I want to stop the turn meter. Whose turn meter should I stop? I should probably go over here with it. Yeah, let's get the... I don't even know if it's the turn meter that I'm worried about. It's the... I want to get... I should put ability block on Mephisto. Should always ability block Mephisto. You can't stun Mephisto, but you can ability block him. And then who do I want to really... I want to destroy Lady Deathstrike. She's awful. The more... I barely did anything to Lady Deathstrike. That's crazy. Ah, there's so much safeguard. I could have used Ares here. Ares would have been a good one to drop into this room. I think Mephisto does that, though. They don't get it on spawn. I don't even know. I should be fine. I do need Apocalypse to go, though. I need someone to take a turn. What's happening? Yeah, Kestrel was good, though. Kestrel wasn't a bad idea. Apocalypse hit. It just doesn't do enough. Okay, here we go. Super Scroll Ultimate. Also not doing enough. Almost doing something. I almost feel like I'm getting through this. Oh. That Scientist Supreme did not make me happy at all. She really brought them back. Why is this team just destroying me? What is happening? Oh my God. I'm glad I went in heavy on this team. I don't know what I could have done to this team to make this easy, but this is not easy. This sucks. This is a horrible defense team. All right, we've almost gotten through Sentinel. Almost. I got 2 minutes left. I got to speed this up. At this rate, we are just not going fast enough. I got to get rid of Scientist Supreme because if she revives, it's going to be horrible. And I've only got 2 minutes. Every time Sentinel, Scientist Supreme takes a turn, I've got to seriously worry. Because her revive mechanic could get out of control here in a hurry. And I can't get through Nimrod. All right, another Super Scroll Ultimate. All right, cool. A Mephisto Ultimate. Thank God I threw everything at this room. This room is gnarly. Oh, Scientist Supreme. Get her. Get Scientist Supreme. Looks like we're doing okay. We've only got a minute left, though, so I'm not happy. I do not want a timeout. Oh, my God. Every turn, if she revives one of them, I am out of luck. She can't revive them, though, right, because of my Mephisto? I actually don't have to worry about the revive. I still don't like her. Her heals are going to get really obnoxious. With less than a minute left, and I just took another Mephisto Ultimate, oh, my God. I should be going after Mephisto, maybe. I don't know. I've totally lost my mind now. I've only got 40 seconds. Okay, Scientist Supreme looks dead. But I don't know. I am running on fumes. I'm going to go after Mephisto. I've got 30 seconds. I'm going to lose. I'm not going to win, and I'm going to have a hell of a time getting through this because I didn't kill Mephisto like an idiot. Jesus Christ. I hate Mondays. I really hate, or Sundays. Sundays and Mondays. And Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And Thursdays and Fridays. And Saturdays. All days. Well, I thought last week was bad, guys. Thanks. We topped it. We literally topped it. So, good on us. How do we manage to top it? I'm impressed. I got Mephisto at full health in here. I'm not beating him. I don't think he can be beat. I think we're cooked. I think it's over. It's absolutely done. I don't know what to do about that. That's pretty bad. I guess I could try my own Orcus on it. So I've got my own Orcus, and who can go on here? Who else would add to this and not suck? Maybe just like some speed. I don't know. I need someone who could shut down... no one can shut down Mephisto. There's no hope, really. I'm pretty much hopeless. I could throw Emma on here. Maybe I can use good old Cable. I have a feeling I'm going to load this in and he's just going to like hit me with his ultimate and everyone's going to die. I have a strong feeling that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to load this up. He's going to hit me with his ultimate and we're just going to die. Stop it, chat. You know how I don't even like the concept of burner teams hitting. We've already lost. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your time for urgency was in the past when it mattered. Now it doesn't matter anymore. It no longer matters. It did matter, and now it don't. Yeah, I'd like trauma on both these guys. I mean, really, I'm surprised we're still alive. We didn't just die instantly. Let's go ahead and special to reduce some turn bar. Can we reduce turn bar? We don't seem to be reducing any turn bar. We almost killed Mephisto, though. That was kind of wild. Can we actually just kill Mephisto? I really don't have to think about Lady Deathstrike as much as I have to just kill Mephisto. We've got a shot here. Like, seriously, burner team? Why? I mean, maybe, you know, if you suck, but I try to be better than that. You know that. Look, Mephisto, look. Okay, chat? Please stop talking to me. Maybe it's, I'm sorry, chat. I try to get you to talk to me. Maybe I should just be like, I should just do these offline is what I should do. I'm sorry. I go online and try. This might be the last. I might be done going live. I might be done. Don't get weird on me, chat. Chat, do you also understand I'm trying to make content over here? That's why I use the words chat and I don't call people out by name. But everyone can see that I'm not having a good time right now, that my attacks have failed horribly. That's the story I'm telling. Now I have to explain live streaming? This is so rough. How many of you have even downloaded Crushers? Which we haven't talked about at all. I feel like we haven't talked about Crushers enough during this live stream that's being sponsored by Crushers. All right, let's go after room number 4. We got to clean this up. Let's see. That was a great cleanup on room number 2. Who knows? Maybe my opponent will also suck at this game and everything will be fine. I mean, everything will honestly be fine because it's only Marvel Strike Force and it really doesn't matter. I've just got to kill a Black Knight. That's all. That's all I really have to worry about here. And I can bring Ares in. Although I don't know what value he even adds anymore. Isn't this Stealth Room? I mean, Dakin should be a way to go. Why isn't Dakin a better character? I mean, it's pretty much... Yeah, all right. Forget Deathpool and Pandapool. But I like Dakin and Ares as a good start. Void Knight is good. He counters out Black Knight rather well. I could bring in Vol. They're kind of fast. I have a Nova. I should bring in Nova. I remember seeing Nova and thinking, hey, Nova might be able to help. And then who else? You know what? I could just bring in Nick Fury and put some speed up on everybody. That might be... I'm going to do this. All right, let's do this. This is my last attack I have on this room, right? This is it? Ugh, ugly. Horrendous round of Cosmic Crucible. And then, yeah, maybe for everybody's sake, I'll just do this offline. I don't know. The last Sunday stream, is this it? Might be. Stay tuned. We'll find out. Yeah, that was really easy. Just Void Knight. Just Void Knight through. Nova. Brilliant. Easy. Couldn't be easier. Thank God. Okay, yay. I've cleared all my rooms. All the rooms are cleared. And most likely I've lost that round, but what are you going to do? My opponent has yet to attack. We will have to stay tuned and find out. Oh, guys, look at that. We just had to do like slightly better. Do you see how slightly better we needed to do? God, that is depressing, dude. We just needed to do slightly better. We just needed to suck a little bit less. I needed to clean this up on one shot like I did. This needed to take 2 attacks instead of 3, and then I would have won. That's how stupid this is. This first attack, this is my problem. Doing this. This was dumb. I'm never going to try to use mercs for money again in my entire life. I believe I've learned my lesson. This is never happening again. No, 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 no. This wasn't good either, but that was a really bad idea. This is a much better team. All right, so what happened over here? Where did I get my wins? I got a combat cancel right there. Did they have to set it up different? I don't know what they did. They just had to try again. Odin did the work. Odin made it happen, man. Yeah, it was all Odin. Oh, they got stonewalled on Odin, right? Is that what happened? No, they were able to take it down. It just took them 3 attacks. So we just mirrored each other. But he was slightly more efficient with his stuff. That's crazy. Oh, well. Hopefully my next rounds will be better. So this is my defense. I think I stand by it. I don't think I'm moving it. I think I need to change these classes, though. Why is she a striker? I think I had her as a striker for Dark Dimension stuff. I don't think I need her set that way anymore. At least not right now. I can lock it. So if I mess around with her again. These guys are all striker. That's good. That one's locked in for that. And I don't know about Ultimus here. See, I can probably pick a better character than Ultimus to sit there. Who would be better than Ultimus? Like Vol? Would Vol be a better move? I think I can do better than this. Yeah, I don't think Ultimus is actually as good. Who would give you speed? I could put, Emma in there. I mean, Vol's pretty good. Because they've got the Asgardian tag, right? I don't know what that does, but I think it does something. And I never use Vol for anything else. They've got to be better than Ultimus. And then I got Spider Society chilling over here. Alpha Flight. What would be better than Vol? Emma? I don't. You gotta be clear. Emma. But Apocalypse just counters that, which is what they do. Hey, good to see you, Maddie. We're about to start playing some Crushers here in a few minutes. We were just wrapping things up. I'm actually. I normally catch a large amount of people around this time. But unfortunately, I can't control when that happens. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. And I'm hoping today isn't one of those days where it just doesn't. I don't know. It's a little stressful. But yeah, they use... you see, they're always throwing Apocalypse anyways. If they're always throwing Apocalypse to beat it, then Emma's not going to help at all. Excellent. Thanks, Maddie. I appreciate that. So I think you're a little better off with Vol. The other reason to use Vol is because they drop down exposed. In this room, you get extra basic attacks against those with exposed. So I like Vol, and I'm going to use Vol. And we'll see if that improves. I mean, it's a win anyways. I just don't think Ultimus is doing anything. Oh. So I'm just not going to get that. So that raid that I catch every week, I'm not catching this week. You see, this is why that's very unfortunate. As soon as I get Night Stalkers on here, I'll probably suck it up and do a safe to build video, which people have been asking for. I haven't done that in a while, so I'll probably do that once this gets updated. But I think we need to start thinking about Battleworld. So our tiers right now are Isotope level 3 for Dark Dimension 8, right? Tier 19 for Dark Dimension 7. Level 100 for Cosmic Crucible. I think that's where we're at for Battleworld as well. Maybe Cosmic Crucible and Battleworld coexist? Because there's no requirements for it? As far as I know, there's no requirements for Battleworld, right? So I'll just call it BW for short, Battleworld. So that's where we can lump all the Battleworld stuff into, is right into there. The stuff you build for Cosmic Crucible and stuff you build for Battleworld really should be the same thing. There's a lot of raid team overlap. But if you weren't already, I mean, I don't even know if we need a raid team tier. If all of our raid teams are Battleworld, we might be able to ditch that tier. And it might not even matter. Raids seem like, I think with the addition of Battleworld, raids might not even really be a factor. If you have everything built for Battleworld, you'll have all your raid teams and it just doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. They're trying to phase out that game mode. Now, my chat wants to know between Green Goblin, Black Cat, Dormammu, Doom, and Black Knight, what should they do for red stars? I'd say the most important character out of Green Goblin, Black Cat, Dormammu, Doom, and Black Knight would be Green Goblin, followed very closely behind by Black Knight. And then, I don't know. I think Black Cat, Dormammu, and Doom I think Black Cat and Dormammu are kind of equal. And then Doom is the least important thing at this time. I just really I haven't been able to work Doom into anything solid for a long time. Old Man Logan is number one and always will be number one. Old Man Logan's insane. You want 7 red stars on Old Man Logan always. Yeah, I think chat's right. Chat's telling me that pretty much blue ISO 5, level 5, is kind of like a given across the board. And I agree with that. I think that that's pretty much the case. I don't think this is a tier anymore. So let me go ahead and pull up this Battleworld situation. Okay, yeah, this was my Battleworld. All right, the teams they told us that are going to be in Battleworld are going to be Hive Mind, Extreme, X-Men, Spider Society, and Alpha Flight. So Spider Society is going to go up in here. Right, Hive Mind goes up in here. Hive Mind's in there. They said Extreme X-Men, right? Extreme X-Men's in here. It's weird. Why didn't they put... it's odd that they didn't put Night Stalkers in there, but I guess it's just because as an act of friendliness, they decided to not make Night Stalkers required because they're new. I mean, it seems odd of them to do anything nice whatsoever. And then the rumor is that there's going to be an Astral team that is also needed for Battleworld. That's going to involve Doctor Strange and Moondragon. So we can throw them in there. So what do you do with Night Stalkers? Where do they factor in? You're not going to put ISO level 3 on them. You're not going to take them into Dark Dimension 7 necessarily. And I don't know. I mean, maybe you take Night Stalkers. You know, they're a new team. I guess they're good. I don't really know. But we definitely don't need this tier anymore. This tier is irrelevant. There's no reason to have that tier there. I don't know. I had Moon Knight up here in ISO level 3 for Dark Dimension 8. But I don't know if people are actually doing that. he's just kind of, I don't know if he's that good. Like, I guess if you had Blade and stuff, I think you'd rather take Blade and Spider Society because they're still telling you that Spider Society is useful. I'm going to demote him down to just level 100 for now. I don't know the long-term value of Moon Knight. And yeah, chat, apparently Doctor Strange and Moondragon are going to be part of this Astral team coming up, like a war defense team. And yeah, I mean, we saw Moon Knight on Cosmic Crucible Defense, and he was awful. He's never been good. Agatha's great. But Moon Knight, not so much. I would still stand by Sinister Six into Dark Dimension 8. Like, these are really solid characters to take in. We don't have new good city villain characters anywhere. So you got to take, Red Goblin still. Carnage is still a good pick. You might want to double down on him because now he's going to be part of Battleworld as well. Peter's a great character. Okay. Gore, since we've spoke last, since the last time I did this, Gore's been demoted like crazy. And yeah, you know what? I don't know about Carnage because I don't know why I put him up here. I don't know what the thinking was, but we can probably just move him down here. Like you can take Carnage into Dark Dimension 8, but he's not like a must-have. He's not amazing. And Gore, definitely not. People didn't even take Gore. They took Vol. In fact, I need to move Vol up here. Vol's almost a must-have for Dark Dimension 8. Gore is not. I don't even know where... I mean, Gore's like a Cosmic Crucible defense character, basically. And Vol is important. No one is running Dark Dimension 8 without Vol. It's just literally not happening. All right, where do we put Vol at? Where is Vol? Yeah, I think Vol... I didn't want to take Vol, but I'm glad I did, or else, Dark Dimension 8 would have taken ages. Vol is absolutely clutch for Dark Dimension 8. The reason why is the interplay between Vol and Super Skrull. Speeds things up dramatically. So definitely bring Vol into Dark Dimension 8. Do not bring Gore. Gore is miserable. Everybody's taking Old Man Logan, Thanos. I don't think we're doing... I didn't bring Gladiator either. I'd put tier 19 on Gladiator still. And, you probably put tier 19 on Gore. We can upgrade him to that level. You can also live without him. I mean, you know what? Not Gore. It's probably a waste on Gore because he's not even used. He's not even used on in the arena anymore. Gladiator is an arena staple right now. Gore is entirely phased out as soon as you unlock Odin. Gore's gone. So invest into Gore at your own risk. I think everybody else up here is a must-have. Well, Orcus, really. I don't know why I didn't have Orcus up here, but Orcus is definitely... Like, you can't do Dark Dimension 8 without Orcus. You are ice skating uphill if you try. Does this tier list not even have Orcus yet? Oh, that's crazy. I'm so far behind. All right, I definitely need an updated tier list. But yeah, the rest of Orcus needs to go up here in Dark Dimension 8. I guess I did it without Omega Sentinel. It'd be better with Omega Sentinel. But yeah, Orcus is definitely extremely useful. And extremely good on Cosmic Crucible Defense. I have no idea why that was so rough today with Mephisto and Orcus. I don't know if I've ever fought that before. It was awful. They were like unkillable. So if you put a ton of resources into Orcus, you're getting yourself one of the best Cosmic Crucible defense teams possible, at least right now, and probably even next season as well. Even outside of the raid room, that team is crazy. You know, you probably don't need tier 19 on Black Knight anymore. I don't know what Black Knight is good for. I think Black Knight might actually be downgraded down to the Scourge tier. Like, quite honestly. He's good to have. If you have him, you can use him. He's definitely going to be useful. But he's not... I mean, I guess... He is pretty good in Dark Dimension 8. For global. Oh, God. I didn't even update this for Extreme X-Men. You basically have to take Extreme X-Men into Dark Dimension 8 as well. Like, you can get hard stuck without them. Yeah, this is pretty much the team to take in. All right, I'll say that for Black Knight. Yeah, if you don't take in this Extreme X-Men team with Black Knight, and you can take Cyclops if you want. There's no reason to. You get more out of Black Knight. But yeah, I would definitely plan on taking Extreme X-Men into Dark Dimension 8, or else you're going to suffer. And I don't think we have a better option right now than that. You can try Illuminati if you've got high stars on them, especially Captain Britain, but most people do not. So that's wild. Robbie. Is Robbie downgraded? Would I still take Robbie up to tier 19 for Dark Dimension? I don't know that I would. Now you've got all these city characters to do. I don't know if Robbie's a thing anymore. Is he even Cosmic Crucible? I mean, kind of. He's like low-grade Cosmic Crucible. I think you're stuck with Black Cat for Dark Dimension 7. And DD8, really. Because we still have that legendary section. No, I guess she's not used for that. She's used for Dark Dimension 7. You don't have to take her into Dark Dimension 8. But you still need a spot. You got to take like Old Man Logan, Green Goblin. Yeah, here, let me get Green Goblin up here. You should probably take Green Goblin in here. Old Man Logan, Green Goblin Classic. Super Scroll's a must-have for Dark Dimension 8. Kang. Kang is no longer as important for Dark Dimension 7 as he used to be. I think you're still stuck with Kestrel for that mythic section. But I don't know about Kang. He's like high grade Cosmic Crucible now, but I think we can downgrade him a little bit. I would still recommend Rogue for Dark Dimension 7. I think she's a solid choice. Doctor Doom over Dormammu. Oh, Silver Surfer isn't really a thing in Cosmic Crucible. He sucks. Silver Surfer is like gone. Like, he's pointless. Nobody uses him. If you have him there, he's not going to do anything. It's pointless. So we're making some pretty big changes to the tier list. I didn't think we would be changing that much, but actually quite a bit has changed since the last time we've looked at this. For sure. Cabal is still holding. Illuminati is still good. Iron Man is fine. I wouldn't even bother building. Now with the news that we're going to be, like, everybody should be able to unlock Captain Britain, we can just get Iron Man out of this conversation. Now that everybody is going to have some kind of access, hopefully, to Captain Britain, we can just remove Iron Man from our conversation, which is about damn time. Dr. Octopus, I like Titania still. Up here with Kang is good. North Star. I don't really believe in it. I guess we're stuck with them for Battleworld, though, so we can keep that there. Miss Marvel kind of down here. Kind of in that Darkhold situation. They might hang out for a while. Spider Society, absolutely. They've doubled down so much on this team. In fact, I think it's safe to say you're going to want Penny into Dark Dimension 8. You probably want Pav up there too. And you may as well take Noir. What am I going to say? Like, this set of characters up here is kind of the only way to go for Dark Dimension 8. It's weird because it felt like we had more choice in Dark Dimension 8, but then we really didn't. When they first launched Dark Dimension 8, I thought, hey, I can theory craft things and I can take characters I want to take. No, you can't. No, you actually can't. You actually do not get that much freedom in what you want to do. Like, here's your freedom. You can take 4 Spider Society, and then you can either take Ghost Spider or Robbie Reyes. There you go. There's your freedom. That's about as free as it gets. We're locked into Hive Mind. You probably still need to put something into Cyclops, Alpha Flight. Yeah, that looks good. This looks... And then I guess we still have these characters down here for Scourge requirements because they haven't updated this stuff yet. Yeah, definitely. When we get Blade and Oath, we can probably drop some of this Spider Society from Dark Dimension 8 chat. I think you're onto the right thing there. But yeah, this looks like what we're dealing with right now for a tier list for Marvel Strike Force. This seems to be the update. And that's about it for this episode of Addicted with Marvel Strike Force. I hope you enjoyed it. I know that I did it. I filmed this episode of Marvel Strike Force. And that's about all I can say about that. We'll probably be back again next week. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. And keep digging.
Twilight Zone.